Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is a wonderfully special video for me to do for you today. I'm going to be cutting in and out of me, myself, and I in the office here and going to photos of what we did at the end of January here as a kind of a bonus thank you, blah, 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 blah. But anyway, a long story short, thankfully for my position this year, I was one of Shrixon's top gainers for the year in product sales. And as a club fitter and a staff member with them, I was able to participate in their Journey to Better Invitational at the Pinehurst Resort in Pinehurst, North Carolina. This event attracts, some of the best sales guys from all over the country. They had quite a few this year, so it was pretty exciting to meet people from all over the place. And what they do is they fly us to Pinehurst Resort to participate in I don't know a better way to say it, an amazing week of golf is what we ended up with. We flew in Saturday and we left on Wednesday. We were able to play number 4, number 2, and a couple of other courses in the area. We had access to additional courses if we wanted to play them. There was no problem getting on them. Their little Cradle Par 3 was there. They have an amazing putting course there. It was just an event to be remembered. So what I'm going to do now is kind of do a little montage of the Carolina hotel where we stayed. It's mainly the main entry wall with the photos and everything like that they had. Basically, it's a golf museum on steroids as far as I'm concerned. Pictures of, Ben Hogan, Jack Nicklaus, just everybody is in there. They had their U.S. Open little montages. So I'm going to play a few of those for you right now, put a little music on it, let it kick right on through. I want you to enjoy those. And then as soon as that's done, I'm going to get back with you here and we'll do a little bit more about the invitational itself. All right, so hopefully that you enjoyed that. I don't like to do a lot of video when I'm in places as much, so the stills, hopefully with the little Ken Burns animation, were good enough for you. The big thing is with me, I shoot most of my video on a cell phone, so if I am shooting sun up to sundown, my battery dies about an hour into the day, so I try not to do as much of that and do a little bit more in post-processing. But let's start off with, we arrived Saturday evening, and they had a nice little cocktail party with a little gift bag presentation. Lots of great stuff in the gift bags. It was a dozen balls, some gloves, some hats, shirt, shoes, the whole shebang. Very, very wonderful gift. And thank you, Shrixon Cleveland, for putting that on. That was amazing. As we moved into the evening, we got to get together with a bunch of the guys and just say hi. A lot of the corporate guys were there. That was wonderful to put names to faces to names and all that good stuff. And then, of course, we went to bed a little bit early because we wanted to prep for our round early on Sunday at Pinehurst number 4 was where my group was headed. Unfortunately for us, it was cold. So we ended up doing a shotgun start on Pinehurst number 4 at noon the next day. So we had plenty of time to warm up. The practice facilities at Pinehurst are unreal. If you get a chance to check them out, definitely do. The range is beautiful. Again, due to being off season, we were on mats, so that's a little bit of a bummer, but not too bad. The putting green was closed because of the frost that morning, so we didn't get a chance to really warm up too much on the short game side of things, but you know, it was definitely still amazing to start hopping into a cart and driving right out to number 6. And that's where we started our day, was a par 3, number 6. I'm going to kick into a couple of photos from number 4 here. Again, I didn't shoot a lot of video because I didn't want to kill that battery before we got done. I think the one thing I've learned from this one is I'm going to get a couple of battery packs so I can actually try to do a course vlog for you with this phone. I would love to look at, you know, upgrading some camera gear and things like that to have, you know, kind of get things rolling there. But that's a futuristic goal, not a now thing. These guys have been doing great for so long. But again, let's get into that number 4 montage, couple of photos for you so you can kind of see what the course looked like, and we'll go from there. All right, so that was number 4. Again, Pinehurst number 4, a lot of U.S. amateur type events there, things like that. And then that got us through the day. Again, with that late start, we were done about 4:30 or 5 o'clock by the time we were all rolled in and ready to go. Had a wonderful dinner at the Ryder Cup room at the Carolina Hotel. And then we just spent the evening kind of visiting and talking and having a great time. And then it was off to bed because we had a bonus course on Monday morning. It was Tobacco Road. And I had watched a couple of the videos online for it, and they did not even remotely do it justice. So I didn't even try. Again, I'll show you some pictures of it here in a few minutes, but it is literally 90% sand, 10% fairways. It was unreal. It was an experience you cannot believe, but it was amazing. So definitely, if you get down that way, Moore County, where we were at, where Pinehurst is, has, I believe they said 72 golf courses, and 45 of them roughly are within 15 to 20 minutes of the resort, I think. It was unreal for golf courses. So definitely, if you get down there, look up a few of those, because there are quite a few off the property that are just amazing. So here we go. I'll show you a couple of shots from the wonderfulness that was, and let you go through that one and see how you like it. And yeah, I'll see you in a few minutes. All right, so that was the craziness that was Tobacco Road. That course, again, you're not ready for it even after you've seen it. Blind tee shots, incredible greens. Again, we were off season, so everything looks a little brown, little scratchy, crazy. But what's weird about the dormant turf is it plays just like regular grass. It's just weird grass for what we experience from up here in the Northwest. So that was our Monday was Tobacco Road. Had an awesome time. They were so welcoming, so wonderful. Our little group of 12 had a great time, and we were back at the hotel for dinner again. By this point in the trip, I was feeling a little bit run down. The time change really hit me a lot harder on this trip than normal trips. So I took a nice easy evening and just went down, had some dinner, came back upstairs and started to relax. Just kind of unwind a little bit. We had Pinehurst number 2 the next day. I wanted to make sure I was rested to enjoy that one. So off we went to bed that night. Pretty uneventful evening, and just kicked back and relaxed. And got ready for number 2. And that's the big one, the one, Payne Stewart's Open. So many great tournament shots at that course. Anyway, Pinehurst number 2, you'll notice something different as I roll into the photos from this one. It is actually greenish down there, even when dormant, because they will paint the fairways with a fertilizer that puts down a green tint. That way it actually looks very similar to what it looks like during the summer, during the winter even, when it is dormant and brown like that. So Pinehurst number 2, I'm gonna just rattle off a little bit here before you see the photos of it. First off, walking the same fairways that the greats have is something where it's just, you can't put it into words really. It's just so phenomenal to think about the fact of, I'm playing where Jack Nicklaus played. I'm playing where, Tony Jacklin, Ben Hogan, Francis Ouimet played there. I mean, it's just, you just think about who was there and how many of those greats were there playing that course where you're walking right at that moment, and you just can't believe you're there. I think that was the part that really sunk in for me, because I was playing really well for about the first 8-9 holes. And then as I started to think about where I was at playing, I wasn't making big mistakes, but I just wasn't making any great holes. That was par, bogey, par. Nothing really adding up huge, nothing actually staying small, just nice round numbers that were just comfortable. And part of it was the help of the caddies, who are fantastic. The second part was just hearing their stories. And I think that's the big one for me, was I was so distracted by the awe of the location that I wasn't really thinking about playing. And that was huge. I mean, I was able to, put together probably one of my best ball striking rounds ever at one of the hardest courses on the planet. So I was pretty happy with myself. So, yeah. Anyway, long story short, had a great round. The course was phenomenal, and we're going to roll right up into number 2 photos right now. You can kind of check it out. I, again, didn't do a lot of video out there just because by the end of a 5-hour round on, probably closer to 4.5, but there's no way this little guy is going to keep powering up for full 4K video that whole time. So anyway, long story short, here's some photos from Pinehurst number 2. That was technically day 4 of the trip. So here you go. All right, hopefully you enjoyed those. Again, sorry I didn't get video of more of those holes. It's just such a challenge to play and shoot and do it all. But it's one of those things where it's definitely amazing. I wish I could have done more for you, just to experience it with me, but it was fantastic. So I highly recommend it if you get a chance. From what they were telling us, March and April are great times to go, as are September, October. So if you have a chance to get down there during a good season like that, I highly recommend trying it. They're so hospitable, so wonderful, so easygoing. They're just amazing to deal with. The resort has everything you need on it. Plus you can get, cars to take you out into town. The shuttles go virtually everywhere that you need them to. Flying into Raleigh-Durham, it's about an hour and a half from the airport, so you can catch a shuttle or you can take a private car, however you want to do it. Just an amazing experience on number 2 there, and throughout the whole stay. Day 5, we were ready to go ahead and head out, so we packed up early, left our bags in the van that was going to the airport, and headed over on the shuttle to the Cradle and the putting course at just right in the practice facilities there. Had a wonderful time overall, and grabbed a bit of lunch and some souvenirs before we left, which, good luck on the souvenir front, man. You are going to find so many great things you want to bring home. Fortunately for me, I do poker chips, so they're really, really inexpensive, but I still dropped quite a few on hats and just awesome stuff. The shirts are incredible. Anyway, so we got back to the hotel. We hopped our vans and we went back to Raleigh to check in for our flights and head home. So it was Saturday through Wednesday, total whirlwind trip. Could have been 2 more weeks and we wouldn't have been able to scratch the surface of what was down there, but it was incredible. So again, thank you to Strixon. I know you guys were thanking us for doing what we do. We couldn't do it without you. It was incredible to be a part of this journey, and I can't wait to see what we can do next year to see where we head off to from there. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the pictures. Again, I will, if anything like this happens again in the near future, I will make sure to grab enough stuff to actually shoot some video and actually let you guys experience even more of it. For now, hopefully you enjoyed the pictures and all that good stuff. If you guys have any questions about it or want to know more about the Journey to Better that Strixon puts on, I would love to answer your questions. Just shoot me a comment down below or find me at Ron Lunsford Golf on Instagram and shoot me a DM there. I'm always hanging out there. So anyway, thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And I want to thank everybody at the Pinehurst Resort for all the hospitality. Tobacco Road, you guys were amazing. Thank you also. To everybody down in Pinehurst, North Carolina, thank you so much for being so gracious and so helpful and just treating us like, there's not a better word for it, treating us like gold. It was amazing. So thank you so much. And for those of you that haven't yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. More good content coming here in the near future, okay? Thanks so much, guys.